Good morning, students. Today, our class is Social Science, and we will study a new chapter, Unit number 9, Our Economic System. Let's start this chapter. Economic systems uh, are mainly based on three sectors: primary sector, secondary sector, and service sector. The sector providing raw materials for food and commodities and industrially manufactured goods is known as primary sector. Forest areas, mining areas, animal husbandry areas, fisheries, etc. are included in primary sector. Only after completing some mechanical process of primary sector, product can be used. This process is known as the economic activity of secondary sector. The secondary sector is also known as manufacturing sector. It includes machines, transport and communication facilities, electricity and the industries manufacturing the final products, mineral industries manufacturing arms and ammunition, dyes and chemicals, cloth factories and unit manufacturing handicraft and all other goods. Business, transportation, means of communication, air and sea routes, education, health, banking and insurance companies, travel and entertainment, cooking gas, electricity service, etc. are included in service sector. In the present time, internet, ATM machines, telephone booths, software companies, etc. are giving important services. Industries that are owned by the government are and run under government policies are known as public sector industries. Example Bharat Heavy Electrics Limited or BHEL. Industries that are owned and run by private owners are known as a private sector industries. Examples Reliance Industries Limited or RIL. Industries that are owned and run by both government and private owners are known as mixed enterprise or units. For example, Maharashtra Scooters, Cooperative Society units, Gujarat Cooperative Society Growers Federation Limited for number 2, Gujarat State Cooperative Marketing Society Limited. Number 3, the dairy run by the National Dairy Development Board, Amul Dairy, etc. Apart from these, some sugar industries are run on government standards. To keep peace, to keep pace with the countries of the world, to flow with the global tide, and to make India a developed nation. The Indian government has brought about some changes in its economic policies. In the new economic policies formulated in 1991 AD, and three aspects are liberalization, privatization, and globalization were included. The policy of economic liberalization state that create measures of control and rules should be relaxed or withdrawn gradually from the business carried out by the industries and other small units, and there should be an arrangement whereby economic decisions are taken by the market system. According to the policy of economic liberalization, many measures of control related to industries, businesses, and other small units were withdrawn, and export duties were reduced. Relaxation was announced on import export, and the process of getting permission to establish a new industry was made simple and easy. Due to the policy of economic liberalization, India became one of the world in the term of business and industries, and businesses as well as employment opportunity have increased. Privatization means the process by which government owned enterprises or public sector industries are handed over to private agencies or owner. Globalization means the world becoming one or the nation coming closer to each other. Due to globalization, any country of the world can do business and trade with another country. The unique revolution in the field of information technology is the stimulus behind the process of globalization. The revolution is known as the information technology. The WTO, World Trade Organization, with which was established in 1995, is working the direction of globalization. New employment opportunities have been created in the service sector in India due to information technology. Phone, fax machine, email, internet, video conference, etc. are some of the revolutionary tools of information technology which give information at low cost and high speed. This has led to the swift economic development of our country. Due to the economic policy of globalization, there is great competition in the world markets. As a result, due to the fact the quality of goods have been maintained, good quality products are available to customers at cheaper rates. For example, China has flooded the Indian market with attractive toys sold at very low price. Within a year, Chinese toys have replaced Indian toys in 70 to 80% shops. Thus, toys are cheaper in the Indian market nowadays. So, this chapter is completed. I I am requesting you to study unit number 9 from textbook and then you will understand everything. Okay, see you in next class. Thank you very much.